Hi, Hannah. Okay, you were demon first. I hope you're well. You're almost done with your day? I am not well, thanks for asking. I said I hoped. I hope. Hi, Donk. How are you doing? Not thrilled about whatever weather I'm about to drive home in. Yeah, I don't know what it's probably still raining. Darn, if you're not well, I hope you're improved. Hannah will be better once she's home playing cozy Minecraft or hear me out. New season of Overwatch. New person that we got to try out in the Euro trial. Ooh, 20 stream streak. Thank you so much there, Donk. I can't believe how fast those have grown. 20's probably the most. Suck at melee anyways. Have to play Minecraft. Can't believe it. Drives were so bad. Yeah, they were bad. Decided early not to finish and focus on things that make me happy. Yep, I think Lana did the same thing. It doesn't help that the drives like tag this time sucks. Like it's just it looks bad. We spent too much time last Saturday completing it, me and Hannah. It was it was not fun. And honestly, we did most of the drives just like in the last like in a couple like in a, like 2 or 3 hours in the evening on Saturday. It's like all of a sudden we finally got the luck swapped and we went on like a 6 or 8 game win streak finally. I think it was like a 4 game win streak and then we had a loss and then 2 more wins. It was terrible. Even for me, I couldn't believe how bad of DPS I was getting. And not like it'd be like every 4 games, not even every 4 to 5 games, I'd get a good one. It was bad. Drives were a new level of pain. I can't believe I wasted our whole Saturday. I told you we should have played Minecraft in the morning and then just done Overwatch in the evening. You were like, I want to get it done and over with and out of the way. That didn't happen. We should have had peaceful morning. Doing better solo killing my silver DPS lobbies than my gold 1 lobbies. Yeah, it was rough. Don't worry, it's not just gold lobbies where people suck, apparently. It's also up in the diamond and plat lobbies where the DPS apparently still have a box of rocks for brains. I got maybe halfway. Part of the problem is that we were too busy at the beginning. Playing at the end makes me want to go something irrationally violent. Yeah, Yeah, that would do it. Alfie, hello there. How you doing? You have a cookie. I'm severely ashamed of the amount my mouse was slammed on my desk. And you wonder why your scroll wheel doesn't work very well.
Thanks to @IveGoToDonk for my sub gift.
I can't even be angry at Donk because Monica redeemed a resub gift thing from him. Monica resubbing courtesy of Donk. What is that? A 6-month resub? My goodness. Also, Monica, I don't. You haven't chatted in a little while. You've been upgraded in your status here. You are no longer just normal viewer. You are a very important viewer. In the office now, wish me luck in this. Yeah. Drive slowly. We just started. I also had to hunt down your name in the Discord, Monica, because your Discord name is not the same as your Twitch one, which I knew that, but I couldn't remember what your Discord name was. I found it though. Because that I have to do manually. Thanks, of course. You deserve it. Monica is an extremely important person. Exactly. I love it here. Well, we love having you. I'm telling you, I slept before stream. I don't know why that's setting. I swear that I just slept. I waste so much time in this game. How's everyone doing, by the way? I hope everyone's doing well today. It's Tuesday. God, I don't have dementia. Look, it has respawn point set. That means I slept. I'm gonna reset that though. There's something new 1.21.10 where it likes to show off whatever data packs I have for some of them, and it annoys me. So, we got a few different things I gotta do today. I forget them all every time I get back to this, but we got something to do, I'm sure. Oh my goodness. Guys, you wouldn't believe it. They froze finally. They finally froze. I have been waiting so long. You stupid little guys. You froze. I believe. This is where they froze. It's so silly. No one's more charming than Donk. I feel like Monica has a sneaky Discord name. It's all part of her charm. I know. It's like Monica's even trying to lurk in the Discord. It's like, yeah, take that, Dad. You don't know who I am. Well, guess what? I've gotten you to talk in my Discord before, and that's how I found you. That's how I verified it was you. We've had you send a picture of the blankets you've made. Honestly, it didn't take long. I literally just searched Monica and I found it. Doesn't show when you slept, only that you slept. Yeah, but I just loaded up my world. Well, now I've erased it, but I just loaded up my world. And it was nighttime. I saw the sun setting. We don't know that. I guess you don't. I it's true. Ed, you've been streaming for 2 hours. Of course they have Frozen. I haven't been streaming for 2 hours. They apparently take like 8 hours to freeze. I just find it really. I don't know what I was doing with. I made them. I thought they'd freeze really fast, and then they didn't. And then I looked into them, and apparently you have to start with like the fully oxidized copper, and then they freeze instantly like that. And that's how I got this stack of them. So it's like I didn't need these guys anymore, but I didn't have it in me to kill them. So I let them slowly freeze. So this has been working fully. For anyone that missed Sunday's stream, we did a little bit of redstone, reorganized my villager crop farm's storage, essentially. Before, all it was a simple sorter. Now I've hooked up a shulker box loader to it, so now it stores everything in shulkers for me. Problem is, goes through shulkers a little faster than I thought it would, so we're gonna figure out a way to make a crafter make shulker boxes in a very simplistic manner. I've done this before, but I don't remember the redstone for it anymore. Okay, I'm starting to remember it, but I don't remember how it's set up, so it's gonna take a minute to figure this out. I have to use hoppers and comparator and lock-in chest. Essentially, what we're gonna do, this is the chest that needs to be filled with shulkers. There's gonna be a hopper to it, and then once this chest there, it's an item, it's gonna lock the hopper. It's genius, promise, somehow. So once this gets a single item, we'd want to like lock the hopper. So I don't even need that. I just need a way to do that. So now if we do something like this, where it's just sending one shulker at a time, it's gonna keep going. Once it gets an item in there, it'll lock it. We don't need to lock this. We need to stop the crafter from crafting, is what we want to do. I'm just remembering old redstone of mine. I've already done. Yeah. Don't care about locking the hopper. There will be a hopper there. We don't care about that. We need to find way to set up crafters. I really just want to do this from memory. I got it. I think. We're going to have Crafter that has chests in it that will simply always have chests in it. Oh, whoops. Okay, no, you're right. Okay. Yep. Glad I'm thinking through this. So we're gonna have a crafter that's just gonna always have all of its items in it. Like this. And we're gonna have a system that just keeps crafting until we get an item in this chest that locks it. It's genius. Do I remember how to do that? No. But now I know what I'm doing. Deadeye, hello there. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Good to see you. So this is where we simply just try and find wherever I did this before. And do it for this one. No, not from this one. Alright. We're just gonna go find it. So I mean, I don't remember this stuff when I make it. I remember this one. We're gonna get back to this. Hello there, Hilarious. How are you? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a second. Hope you've been well. Actually took a too long of a nap and now I don't feel like going to the gym. Make it. Here's the redstone. That's funny. Oh, yep. Because this just powers it every time. I see. That's the part that was confusing me. It's not entirely that I lock it, it's that it makes the entire clock. The times I would lock it is if I want to set up a safety thing if one of these starts getting low. That makes sense. Does it really power that one? That's cool. Turn it off. Alright. Got the redstone knowledge from previous past that. Thank you, past that. How did I do this? Now, if we do that... Oh, just forgot the torch. Yeah. See, it makes them. Sweet. Fun little contraption. Got about 100,000 sandstone in my storage. Is there anything I can actually do with it besides building? Sandstone? Nah, you're just gonna build with it. It's not like you could trade it away by any means. I mean, it's not the worst thing to have, though. Sandstone is a nice block. You could make it into 50,000 sandstone and just smelt the other half and make it smooth sandstone. Just craft everything into... No, I wouldn't do that unless you like it that. Unless you like chiseled sand. Why would you... No. I wouldn't do that. I'd still leave most of it as just the raw sandstone, so then you can always have the ability. I know you're probably just messing with me, but... just so you always have the option to do what you want with it. That's so much easier than trying to just go and do it myself. There we go. And then it should lock any second here. There we go. I just had to fill up the hopper. Shulker box maker. My stat is no longer something we can look at for shulker boxes. How many times we've crafted them. The number is now no longer correct. Up until this point, I crafted them all by hand. We knew exactly how many shulker boxes were in my world. Now the number's lost time. Mark the day. December 9th, 25. Start again. It's also an absurd amount of shulkers. 4,000. Let's load this up with loads of chests and that. Here goes all that work that my little bamboo farm has been doing over the last year. And let's go and empty this off. Just put all the shells in it. I wonder if I have shulker shells here. I don't think I actually bring shulker shells back to my place in bulk. Doesn't this just look like a big piece of temporary redstone? I'll probably find a way to make it not temporary. The storage, though, on the other hand, all the storage, that's temporary. I've actually been very close to outgrowing all of this storage here over the last couple months. I've been tempted to completely redo everything. All of my storage here that we see. Bases, I mean, honestly, a majority of this stuff here is all temporary. It's small stuff, like the bamboo farm, sheep farm, cactus farm might stay. Bee farm will go. All of the storage here, these like flower farms and that are all temporary. Sniffers will definitely get moved out. This will probably stay. There's a snow farm here that I don't really use that just should get removed, and I'll make an actual automated one. Redo it, yeah, just everything will be done. I was hoping I could trade it or something. Yeah, not that I know of with the sandstone. This was very much temporary, and I've definitely outgrown the space I gave myself. Even just my more miscellaneous like chests here. So like this is all bulk stuff that sorts it for raw materials, just with all the stone, dirt, gravel, etc. This is my bulk amount of like colored items, and then this is still bulk items, but more miscellaneous on the left side. This is a little more organized, but still, it's just like I'm beginning to outgrow it, even with my use of excessive shulker boxes everywhere. This is my big, just random chest of stuff that I just have. And it's slowly growing. I'm outgrowing it. Mob drop chest. My leaves. Oh, my plants. My plants is the big one that I'm having a problem with. Oh, that's another thing we were gonna work on. Thank goodness I looked. But I'm outgrowing it. Mainly because we've been getting so many new things over the last few updates that are like decorative. Remember when I had a chicken farm however long ago? I doubt you guys even remember that. These barrels that are more valuable like stuff that I just like need to quick find. I'm outgrowing it. I really love it. Hello there, Giz, Charlie. How are you two doing? I'm doing well myself there, Charlie. I don't have any shulker shells here. We'll have to bring that back. And like even outside of that, I have this chest here, which is decorative items that just they don't have a place anywhere in my storage. Yeah, I don't know. Or there's some of these other bulk items that just sit next to the farm. Like I got cactus just sitting here. We got sand that just sits out here. Same with my dirt. I got like my more decorative dirt stuff. I went and dug a bunch of mud yesterday evening. I think I dug like 5 shulkers of it, 5 or 6. Oh. I'm outgrowing it, and I knew that eventually happened. we'll have to get that figured out. You doing okay-ish? We'll take okay-ish, right? Make it through a day. If you wonder what I've been up to, I just quick added on a piece of functionality here to my shulker box loader where now it makes shulker boxes automatically for me. This little contraption with a crafter. Anytime you take a shulker box out of this chest, it'll just refill it, and then it just like follows a hopper chain down, refilling everything. And Daryl, what are you doing gifting Giz a sub? Such a good person to gift a sub to. Thank you so much for the gift sub to Giz. You didn't have to. Definitely a worthy person that deserves it. No viewer. Hey, that's honestly, I don't even get the 3 stream streak pop up in most of my people I watch. It's impossible to keep those, Charlie. I don't know how some people do it. And the same kind of boat. I want a massive storage system, but 98% of my items is stone and sandstone. Exactly, Alfie. So it's like, and it's always been like that for me, where I don't have large amounts of like, I don't have a lot of miscellaneous items. Like, honestly, I probably don't have a good majority of blocks in the game. But you best believe it, I have chests upon chests of stone and dirt. Like, this is, so it's like, definitely need a big, like, bulk storage, like what I got going on here, but bigger, even. Because even this, until I stopped doing dig projects here for most of this year, I was gonna outgrow this very quickly. Even the colors over here, it's just like, some of these are fine, but like, I don't know. This was actually set up pretty well, but this top one is for like all of the different colored items, and it, oh. This is cool. It's this guy that I'm having a problem with. What are you doing starting a hype train?
Have the rest
How
of
did
my
this happen?
bits.
Thank you for your bits there, Selena. How are you doing today? I hope you're well. I've also just like, overall, I've outgrown this area. This area is also spoken for. I do have ideas where it'll like, there's gonna be builds that go right along in this space. So this can't be here eventually. I knew that the day I chose this spot. What will most likely happen is I'll move out a majority of items I don't need that are here. All of these colored items will be moved out most likely. A lot of the miscellaneous stuff is going to get moved out. Because at the moment, I don't really have a centralized storage room anywhere. Not that I want to make a big centralized storage room. I just need an area that holds items other than what I'm using for builds. And bulk. Lots of bulk storage. Don't know where that's gonna go. Honestly, I should just make a hole somewhere and just put it there. Nowhere near the mountain. Well, near the mountain, but not far away. We should just put it under the hills. I got no plans for under the hills. Could just make it into storage. Be boring to enter, but it would work. But I don't know. That's another big problem. I don't know where to put a storage room. Because I really like having the ability to access everything here. Oh. Let's fly off to spawn. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm on a big ramble here. I'm just rambling to myself. Fire build under the hills confirmed. No, no. I don't think there is, for how I would want a storage room set up, there's no good way to make it like aesthetically pleasing. Like it would look normal in a house. Like most chests or most storage rooms are just stacks, rows of chests stacked up. You can make it look good, but it's not gonna look okay in a house. Mostly. At least how many chests I need. We need to finish this. I'm gonna finish this. I got a handful of different things I want to get done before the end of the year. Or at least before the Mountainathon, the 5-year anniversary. I even have more items here. Where the rest of my raw materials are stored. More stone. You don't worry, I'm not running out of stone anytime soon. I got 5 double chests that just sit here. Up there. I'm home. I'm glad you made it home safe, Anna. Why did that have such a big lag spike? Funny stream streak for you too there, Daryl. That must be the max one. Thank you everyone then for the watch streaks there. Those are cool. I know this is like my third three streak in your chat. Is it Charlie? Oh, that's funny. No need to 7 times me. I got loads of shulker shells, don't worry about that either. I lose them as well, Hannah. I don't know what to tell you. My stream, it should be pretty easy to actually keep up with because I don't usually stream on random days. And I usually try and update you guys. If anything, a stream's gonna get canceled. Is there anything else we need from here? My farm island that has 3 farms on it. More items galore. Just endless supplies of stuff. Wow, that's a lot of slime. Ooh. Can I stock up on anything while I'm here? Take those levers. Sweet. Oh, that's smooth stone. Ooh, rails. One of these days, I'm gonna figure out a way. I have these shulker boxes, right? That some of them are really thought out. One mainly being my redstone box. And there's all of these different items in here that need to be crafted. I'm gonna find a way to set up a whole bunch of crafters that just make all of these items for me and just have them fill up shulker boxes perfectly like this for me. Want to lend me some powered rails? I'll think about it. I wish I could help some of you guys in your worlds, because honestly, some of these items I don't need this much of. I think I told you last night, but I need to go get even more gold. I don't think you did. But I know you didn't. You went mining that one time. You walked all the way down your terrible staircase to your mine. I watched you do it. I didn't say anything. Your terrible staircase down your mine just to mine just enough gold. First off, don't ever do that. You always get an excessive amount, because then you don't have to worry as much. You ever learn Lightmatica and you get the exact amount of resources the Lightmatica list tells you to? Don't. It'll mess you up. You always get more because you're probably going to end up dropping something, and you'll be like, now I have to go all the way down onto the ground, and I might be building up in the sky, and it's a pain. You always get extra. Hey, Donk in your world to go mining? Exactly. I bet Donk's a great miner. He's an amazing person for collecting resources from what I've seen. I was watching Etho's recent video about storage and was thinking of doing something similar. Of his storage, I don't like, well, okay. I think what Etho does is amazing. It's a very unique way of doing it, because he's right. It basically gives him one of everything in the game, just about. There's like some items he doesn't really use often, so he excludes those. But he gets basically one of every item in the game, sort of put in a ender chest, well, a stack of everything. And then he has a way where he's able to refill those shulker boxes and like swap them out of a refiller. Very well done, very well thought out. My problem is I don't use one stack of items at a time usually. There's very few things like that. Like redstone is a nice one where I'm only really using a stack at a time. But that's like the only one in here that's like that. Most of the rest of the time, I'm carrying a full shulker of an item where I'm going to use loads of it. But I have leaned into starting to set up similar shulker boxes what he has, where it has a couple stacks of blocks in it, so it's like 3 stacks of items. I'll show you here. We got to get back to my build. Storage is, I mean, Etho's not wrong. If you did watch his video, he's like, it's literally a huge part of the game. It's just figuring out how to organize and keep things organized. It's huge. You spend so much time looking through chests. Hello there, Eslia. How are you doing? Good to see you. You know how I am. I'm rambling. I do see people when they pop in. Sometimes. I don't always read the messages right away. When Bastions came out, I rated loads of them. So I was, Ooh. Get back here. Loads of them, so I was good for gold, but slowly dwindling them. Yep, I know how you feel there as well. There's a handful of things where I had loads of it in my world, and I was like, shucks. My supply, it's finally running low. Oh, please tell me Bobby Mod hasn't broken just yet. No, it hasn't. Bobby Mod has this glitch where if you keep loading in and out of a world, or you keep going through different dimensions, eventually it'll hit a breaking point after you have to just restart the game. So back to the conversation of storages, right? And having different shulker boxes and that. Over here, one of my more very diverse block palettes, just with the medieval port city and being right next to this plains biome I've been working on a lot of. I've found it very handy to have these shulker boxes here, where I have like 3 stacks of items all put out, and it's like a bunch of the different stairs, and then it's the slabs and the walls, and this row is set up the same way, where it goes from deep slate all the way to polished andesite for each of them. And I really love that. And it's like this, it's the black palette I really like. I chose that gradient-esque vibe and set it up that way. And then it's set up the same in here. So it's like, I need a way to start at this point where it's a chest that is full of cobblestone that eventually feeds into a chest like this. And then the same thing with Tuff, where it's like you go from cobblestone chest that hooks up to the shulker box that starts filling that in, and then it goes to Tuff and fills that in. I need like, you know what I would need? I would need to set up essentially like a conveyor belt where the shulker box, it stops at one place, fills up. As soon as it's done filling up that item, it goes to the next one over and starts filling that item up. That's possible. Etho does it where he maximizes the amount of space you could put hoppers around this thing. So he puts 4 hoppers around it, make sure there's chests that are all around it so there's overflow, and each slot in here is essentially a different item as so, and he just has a chest that makes sure this never runs out and breaks itself. I would rather have it where it's like more foolproof and you have huge storage of bulk that feeds into like a conveyor belt that fills up the shulker box. So you start with, you have bulk chests that would then feed into a shulker box, fills that up, which then that feeds into, well, maybe you could have 2. You'd have another output where it sends them to another one, which sends it to the conveyor belt, which then would fill up these sorts of miscellaneous ones. That'd be so cool. And obviously, this would be custom made to your preference. You'd probably have something, it'd be up to you. You'd probably want to find a way to make it tileable, this conveyor belt. Obviously, it's a conveyor belt. You'd want it tileable. And then you'd just be able to add however many items you want. If you want to put 27 different items into the shulker box because that's how many slots it has, then you could do that. And you just have a row of 27 bulk rows of stuff, items, different stones, and that fills it all up. And it would have 2 parts. It's a 3-part system. Bulk storage, one that fills up just a shulker box full of an item, just like what we kind of have here, just like a shulker box. And then the conveyor belt system, where you could put a shulker box in at the beginning and it fills up each slot that you have. That would be genius. Oh, if only I was better at redstone. I know how to go about doing it. I don't know an efficient way about going about it, like doing that. Wouldn't that be so cool? That's the perfect system for me. Much better now that my account got unsuspended. You got suspended? What did you do? Oh. I'm sorry there, Ezio. Glad you got your Kotal back. That had been annoying. I need Cinnamon not to shed her fur all over my armored hoodie. I brushed her yesterday. Don't know what to tell you. Really do ramble a lot. You don't understand. My brain has thought about storage systems so many times in this game because there's so many ways to go about it and so many different ways people want to set it up. Because what we have right now just doesn't work, and in general, the Minecraft inventory system isn't enough at the moment. I mean, look at this. This is how many different items I am using just around it for building here. It's absurd. I've probably misplaced an empty shulker box. Yeah, let's go back to putting these away. Twitch was spent my account a week ago. Well, it's a good thing you got it all back. Oh, Hannah, that made me laugh. No wonder he doesn't ever want me to join him in VC ever again on stream. That's not true. Maybe we should have you around for the Mountainathon. Have a Hannah special. That sounds weird. I don't know. Special guest. That's what I was getting to. I love that you say your brain has thought about it as if you yourself have not just been thinking about it. Well, well, you can like put things on in the background of your brain, and then eventually you'll have the outcome hit you. Put a crafter set up on my melon farm. I was so excited. Did you? I'm so proud, Daryl. And I'm assuming you just followed the same system I showed you. It's really handy, that little way of setting up a crafter. Also, the whole situation vindicated my hatred of automation as a whole. Oh, for Twitch, not Minecraft crafters. I'm assuming. You are a brain within a meat body. What? No, Alfie. You did? I'm glad there, D. Clark. Both appeals got denied by the robot instead of a human who should have reviewed the appeals. Yeah. Mistakes can happen. Even especially if a human did it. Mistakes happen all the time, no matter where. I think Tink and Boo have missed me. I've just been sat on the floor having cuddles, playing treats, and lots of pessimistic. Tried to come upstairs me instead of going to relax in the living room. Aw, that's adorable, Giz. Let's see it. This is the first one I set up from Iron Farm from the YouTube. The one you sent me makes a bit more sense to me. Yeah. Do. So curious, they didn't have it loop back to the comparator. I guess it just doesn't matter. Cinnamon, hi. Mine, well, yeah, you don't need a repeater for mine, but you need a target block. Also, if you ever need to dispense something from a dropper, or I guess a dispenser, this same sort of system will work. If we look down here at these guys, you can use the same sort of system, kind of, where you read the item, send a redstone pulse, and you link it back through the comparator, which sends it in a loop, and then just it'll just keep looping essentially, because if you power that, it'll turn off for a second, but since there's still an item in there, it'll repower back on and do a loop here. So then all you do is take the signal off one of the sides and power a dropper. Really handy. Another like small thing that I use often. You don't have to remember that, but if you ever get to the point where you're like wanting to transport items quickly upward with water, highly suggest setting up a dropper that drops the items into a water stream and through a bubble column, water bubble column. Ezlia, thank you so much for the Prime resub there. My goodness, 54 months. That's absurd. You do know that, right? 54 months. Thank you so much for the resub there. I really appreciate it. Today has been rambling. So sorry. We've done nothing. This is why I sometimes play without you guys. Dad left me encouraging post-it notes at my desk while I was making an iron farm on Sunday. I did. You're welcome. That was so nice of him. Or controlling one. No. I didn't say much. I'm not trying to control what Hannah does in her world. If she asks a question, I'll answer. I've been on the floor since the start of stream till now. They wouldn't let me get up. That's okay. They just love you, Giz. They miss their human, exactly. Dude, I need diamonds, needed diamonds for so long, and now that I need gold, I find 13 diamonds and no gold. Yeah, that's about how that works for anyone. I was surprised Boo actually missed me as well. Tink always misses me, but Boo normally goes, "Oh, you're not Dan." I thought you were gonna say, "Oh, you're not dead. Welcome home." Moving on. Make that 19 diamonds. Hey, you needed diamonds too. You can always use more diamonds. Had to go renew so many subs that Twitch decided to refund while suspended. I mean, if they weren't going to give your account back, at least they didn't keep charging you. That's probably against some sort of law. Brutal that. I'm just really getting into the mind of Boo. That's all. It's about how caving goes. It's true. Caving can really be a hit or miss right now, I feel like, in Minecraft. Honestly, I think it's required that you mine with fortune. Or you just mine everything with silk and fortunate later. Because Otherwise, it just really feels like it's a losing battle for resources. Maybe that's just for me. I do use a lot of resources in the game, so maybe it's me. Broke the mountain. I don't know where that other piece came from. I need something that I cannot find. Dun, 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 dun. 7 days just expire. I could just cancel, yeah, but charging on people trying to make a living is nasty and slimy. Yeah, I'm sure they just have some sort of automated process for that as well. Well, it's all in the past. Got it all back in time to resub again within a few days. Gave the dogs half an apple slice each. And Charlie got some cheese. Parrot, thank you. I didn't know who Charlie was off the top of my head. That does work. Now what happens when we break the bottom one? Breaks it all. And we get more. Perfect. So now, if we go and head somewhere else, because I have it set up somewhere else, I believe. Oh my goodness, I also had time last night. I replaced five more stacks of torches. I've removed 5 more stacks of torches around the mountain. The last big area that I had. And replaced them with shroom finally. The rest of the torches that are anywhere near really aren't that many, and it's too fast. Oh, because it breaks it right away. I'm just curious that it breaks it. Whoa, does that just keep bone mealing it? Wait a minute. Does that just keep going? Fascinating. Did I run out of bone meal? No, that's the height limit. Oh my goodness. There's a giant at the top. I should be careful here. We'll break it. He's catching it. That's amazing. All right, I gotta take a break here before we continue doing this. My ads really want to run, and I can't pause them. I can't believe it's been an hour. I rambled for so long about storage. I can always ramble about it. I'm doing well, Eslia. Today went by well. Cookie break? Exactly. It's a good time for anyone else to take a break as well. You guys know the deal. Please do. Stand up, grab a drink of water, grab something if you're feeling hungry. Also, hello there, Unique. How are you doing? But otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty. I'm all back. Y'all take your break? Hope so. Breaks are good. Miss anything? I don't believe so. Got an up drip leaf? No, we're getting a shulker of drip leaves. Because I don't have one already. But Unique, you popped on in there right before I went on my break. I hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. It's weird that it breaks it. How does this work? It just doesn't matter where you break it, it just breaks all of it. Interesting. It feels like such a weird mechanic. Compared to like how bamboo works. It's just raining bamboo. Or not bamboo, drip leaf. It's so interesting. You could grow this stuff so fast. Almost enough. What are you doing, Cinnamon? Drop a spring back there? Just making havoc. I guess I should have broke that. We'll probably need a bit more. Look at how fast that grows. I mean, I got 6 dispensers going into it. Could have more if I wanted. Well, maybe that was enough. Nope. This will be, though. Turn that off. It's also crazy how far items will kind of like span out when you break it like this. Same thing happens with scaffolding. What is that, like a 4-block radius that it spans out? Not even a radius, it spans out in a square. There we go. That didn't take long at all. Sometimes I get these silly ideas to get a shulker box of something and I spend like an hour on it. Now, you guys want to see something fun? I know you guys don't, we usually don't do this, but there's something really cool about flying around all normal generation, and then you begin to load in the mountain. Because it truly shows the scale change. Oh. I've noticed that more and more recently. It's gotta be one of my mods that doesn't want to work fully correctly. Likes to just freeze it for a second. Well, there's the drip leaves. Take the rest of these over here. Because I want to do more of them. Someone had suggested these a while back, that I should put some drip leaves in the river here, and I thought it was a good idea. We put whatever we had at the time in, which wasn't a lot. We had a few of them. It's a fun little mix-up, a change in color at least. I'm not huge about trying to put too many lily pads around. It'd be really cool if I could have it partially down like that. But I know it comes back up. Doo-doo. Feels too close. Yeah, just a few. Makes a bit of a difference. It's not a huge river that we made here, but it's something, and it's... So I don't want to put too many lily pads. I still want to be able to take a boat through it if I ever want to. This is another one of my many projects that I'm just forever going to be adding to. Let's go the other way now. Now I really want to make that storage system I thought of. Hardest part is thinking of how to do that conveyor belt because I already have something that does like all the shulker box loading and the bulk storage. I wouldn't even need the rows of chests if I just do it into like a shulker box loader. Interesting. Another big problem with any stored of like auto sorting storage, it's always slow. Some people don't mind, but I do. Because if I'm going to make big storage, I don't want it to be near any of my builds because they're some of the laggiest things you can make that just sit there in your world. I don't think I've decorated most of this. Yeah. I love that. Just a handful. What's everyone up to tonight? I know Hannah's playing Minecraft because I just said hi to her. D. Clark made the crafter for melons. So what is that now? You got your bamboo getting crafted in bamboo blocks. You got your melons and getting made into the, I guess it's just called melons. Melon slices made into melons. And then your iron farm, which came with the tutorial. I'll say that's the majority of what you need, I guess. I keep telling Hannah anytime I see her world, I'm like, you need to head to the nether. You need quartz to be able to start doing cool redstone. Did you? Did you get to the... You got another portal? Yep, don't need a lot of other things crafted for me. Yeah. I think that's kind of like the... I don't know. I remember when we first saw Crafted, I was like, they're really cool, and they're gonna be amazing, but at the same time, it's not like you're gonna overly use them. It'll be great for farms where you get just like one product out of it, just to be able to bulk craft it into something. I think I've seen it once where someone set it up with a wood farm that crafted all the different wood types. It was basically the idea I had when I first saw the crafters as well, where you have a tree farm that gets you all the different types of wood, different sorters, and the sorters send it to crafters. The crafters make items, and it makes all the different items like what we have for this, for this over here. And it's like you get a logs chest, you get a planks chest, you get a stairs, and it just goes down the list of items that you would all need. And you just have it hooked up to like a universal tree farm that you could just AFK at, truthfully. And then slowly have a system that builds up over time. I think that one's still a really cool thing that I would maybe want one day. I don't know if I'd hook it up to a tree farm. Maybe. I think if anything, I'd rather have it hooked up to a specific part of a storage system. Oh my goodness, could you imagine? This is just too much, thinking about the storage system before where it's like have a conveyor belt of stuff. What if I had it? Because I got some of these chests that are like pre-made items, like stairs and that. What if we could hook up crafters to it? And you could just fill the crafters up. It just like hooks up to your bulk storage, and then it makes sure you always have X amount of however many of this item you would want, and it just crafts it for you. It's the ultimate storage system. You just put raw materials in it and it takes care of the rest. Good night there, Alfie. That's probably too much. But it'd be really cool. And then you set up a search system in it so you could create it. You throw a block into it, and then it returns you a shulker of that block. Or even better, you set up a system where you can set up a decoder in it. That's actually something you can do. You could set up a decoder in it so that you could request maybe something more specific. Well, let's say you don't want just like a shulker of the item. Maybe you want like just a stack of it, and it just can do that instead. Oh, the possibilities, endless, I tell you. It'd be so slow, so inefficient, and that's the problem with such a big system. Possible, but not something you'd actually want. I came over here for a reason. I meant to go over there. Started walking. Appreciate you hanging out, by the way, Alfie. If you already left, that's all right. But appreciate you being here. I'm rambling again. I don't know. You got me on the thought process of making a storage system, and I've already been thinking. I always think about how I can make a better one. So it's fun just to think out loud with you guys, even though most of you guys don't care and would never need such a powerful system in your world. Could do one to make paper and then rockets for you, but honestly, that isn't too hard to do anyway. It really isn't, and especially since they added the new crafting functionality to the crafter where you can just grab something like this and then press spacebar and do something like that, or do shift space and do however many you are able to that's in your inventory. Since they added that, it really isn't too hard to make some stuff like rockets, because you really only make like a shulker of rockets at a time. I've really have thought about making a rocket thing, and I've gone back and forth. I had once made a rocket crafter thing where you put like sugarcane and bone meal, or not bone meal, sugarcane and gunpowder into it, and then you could click it and get like, I think it was eight of them, 8 rockets at a time, and honestly, it was very handy and helpful because you could just like top off your stack of rockets that are in your inventory. Like that only works wherever you're at. Like you can't just have that on the go. So You'd have to like build it near wherever you're frequently at. I liked it. It worked out really well. I built it on a server, so it's like many people got use out of it. No, I did not mean to do that, but you know what? It worked out either way. Stream title should be rambling with occasional block placement. That's, yeah, that should just be like permanent in the title. To double check that I pull from when it gets empty, I just make more. Yeah. Donk has one set up on the realm for rockets. Yeah, I've really gone back and forth with it for my world here. The biggest problem with my world is that I have gotten to a point where I spend most of my time a good couple hundred blocks away from my storage room. And a good couple hundred blocks away from any of like those little farms I have set up. Like they're all over here, which is what? We'll just go off the 1,800. We're a good, what is that? 500 blocks away right there? Yeah. Easily. And then the 13 one, a good, yeah. Good 500 some blocks away diagonally. So I'm like never near the stuff, which is why I just made a second storage system. Even though I often fly back and forth. It's not a perfect system yet. One day, though, where I have more and more materials than I could ever even think of. I'm in chess. Typing skills are peak tonight. It's okay. Yeah. But it's like, if I did have one set up for rockets, I'd have it set up in a way where all it would be is something where I'd press a button, it'd break the piston for me, and then I just like instantly replace the one I have, or I'd just mine it most likely, just to save on space. I'd mine it, and then it would start refilling with rockets, the empty one I have, and I just like quick swap in and out. Would probably be the best. For me. But even then, that's like one of those. I mean, I guess I already have to go somewhere to get the gunpowder and sugarcane. So maybe I should just do that. Maybe I should. Donks, you just walk up, hit a button, and rockets shower down on you. That's how the other one I was just talking about before, where you hit some sort of button and it just gives you 8 rockets at a time. Because it was more just like a system where it would top you off. And you could spam it, so you could like quick spam it 8 times and get a stack, and it would take a second. Because it was just set up with observers, which observers move very quickly, and you can just quick spam them. I really liked that one, but maybe I just make both. Could. Anytime I head back to wherever the storage system I eventually end up making, I just have one where I can top off rockets and then one that's for a shulker box. Just make all of the above, Thad. Why not? Got unlimited space to work with. The roses. We'll even add one. Possibilities. Endless. For being more organized. Wonder why they haven't changed this. What is the why do they need the particle effect for bone mealing? Doesn't actually make too much sense. I guess it's like kind of magical. Because it happens instantly. It's really silly. I think it's just always been this way. Nope. I gotta breathe sometime, huh? I wonder how they make decisions on changing something that's been in the game for so long. It's like one of the recent ones that came along was they changed the icon for your air running out underwater. It now goes to like a little black dot, I guess. It also makes a popping noise that is really quiet but really cool. I don't know. I think it's cool. Oh, this will all be changed eventually, but I'm gonna go back through and break a whole bunch of this because it makes way too much. Boom. It is one of those things Minecraft has done really well. For any time they make a new block or something in the game, whoever comes up with the sound design of like placing the block, mining the block, they're on point. Or even like redesigning some sounds. They know what they're doing. They just need to redesign more sounds. Please. There are too many sounds that make this noise. This breaking noise that you hear. It's too many. Oh, shucks. Or even when you break grass. It's just the same sound. Yeah. Same for leaves. There's a lot of reused sounds there. It should be different. Oops, sorry there, squid. Always have a soft spot for squids in this game. Don't know why. It's probably because they've always been killing themselves in this game. Poor things. Accidentally swimming up onto the surface. It's not their fault they were badly programmed and accidentally end on the side. Or even glow squids, they just die in caves all the time. Always been like that. Minecraft doesn't have the smartest animals. No, it really doesn't. One of the things I've noticed now, it's probably been like that for a while. Animals and mobs in general, they like to go to the highest point they possibly can. Is that a sunflower? That's amazing. That's such an adorable bee farm. You've seen my bee farm. It's a hole in the ground with some glass. They're lucky they have light. That's a really good sunflower. Not where I meant to do that. Do, do, do. Planted a sunflower and used that for the shape anyway. Did you? Oh, that's such a unique way of going about it. You should just plant some sunflowers around it. You have no grass or pathway. I'm assuming that's just a new area in your world. It looks really cool, by the way. Dude, now I need more redstone, but here's more diamonds. Hannah, this is how I get so many diamonds early game. I simply just need redstone and gold, and I just end up with like a couple stacks of diamonds in the process. It's just that's how caving goes. And it's not like you're even finding like big pockets of diamonds. You just find them frequently. Thing says a work in progress area. Lots to do before I plan on the path. That's fair. I made that connection after I had said everything. I was like, you know what? It's probably a work in progress area. As I look at the screenshot further, I'm like, it's a little ways away from the beacons. There's builds a little further off. Probably just work in progress. Building faces north or south, so the sunflowers point the wrong way. Do they? I really hate that. That's something they could so easily change. The rotation of a sunflower. It's so silly. Just have it whichever way you look to place it. Or program it where it follows the sun during the daytime and then droops in the nighttime. And if you say they don't have such a thing, they do. They have the new gray flowers from the Pale Garden that light up during the nighttime. So many squid. Remember when I made my first squid farm and it was like this huge undertaking of a project. And nowadays I just something I could just do in a day. Uh it's silly. Took away 60 sunflowers, my goodness. Hello there, Normans. How are you doing? Hope you're well. We're just working in my solo world here. Building, I already read that. That's good. You're doing good? Well, that's great to hear. I'm glad. We're just doing some random bits and bops around my world here as we ramble on and on about different topics and that. Yeah, which way do sunflowers point? They look east. It's probably because that's the direction the sun rises. They follow the sun through the day. That's what they should do. I'm on a break from a server I'm in because I need a certain mods to update to 1.21.11. Oh goodness, I didn't even know 1.2011 was out. 21.11. Is there anything even new in that? Oh yeah, look at that. Latest release, 121.11. Oh, that's cool. They say anything about it? Mounts of Mayhem today. Oh, did they release the new mounts? There's no way that was today. I don't keep up on that stuff. To get in 10 double chests of ink sacks, I remove the top of the squid farm. If I ever need to build it again, it won't take long. Yeah. I don't know what kind of squid farm you made. They're also just like pretty easy. Like there's some really simple designs for squid farms nowadays. The first one I ever made used portals that they would swim into and they'd die in the nether. Very, very efficient. But it was such a big project. Now I just got this one that is really efficient as well. But I only need like a chunk. Or it probably is like a chunk amount. Doesn't need to sit in a chunk, but just a space like this and it spawns loads of them. I also stacked it with a glow squid farm right underneath it. They work differently, glow squid farms and normal squid farms. Glow squid farms need to be lower down and then dark. And then squid farms, the light doesn't matter and it just needs to not have any other squids anywhere else. Look, a salmon. And I have more ink than I will ever, well, maybe not ever, that I really need at the moment. Same with my glow ink. I really have no, they need to add more purposes to glow ink. I don't know what it'll be, but at the moment, I don't know why I would ever need even a shulker box of it. That's how you should make the glow. Like, you know, there's the spectral arrow that you can get. You should be able to make a glowing potion. You just put you just drink a glowing sack. You brew it into a potion. Built a witch farm and it doesn't even spawn witches in it, so I think I broke it. I don't know how to help you there. Witch farms have gotten a little bit more advanced over the years. Every time I see a new one get built. And I've never built one myself. That doesn't help. I think they've gotten simpler at the same time. But as things get more advanced and simpler, it's easier to break them. It's most likely just due to spawning. You might have things spawning where they shouldn't be. This one, when they spawn, they fell into magma blocks, and it's the big one. Use a lush cave for glow squid party. There you go. Have a great stream, lurking. Oh, thank you there, MC Mama. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well there. Always appreciate a lurk. That's one thing I should build at some point is a witch farm. It's like, the thing is, I just have so many ores that I can work with. Like this is actually a really cool shulker box now because redstone ore doesn't really spawn in the stone levels anymore. I believe I even have a bunch of red Deep Slate Redstone ore over at my spawn. But that's definitely one of those materials where I'm going to eventually run out of it. I just don't go through a lot of redstone on usually. Do Oh, I said earlier I replaced the last of like the torches that I had in a big spot. It was under the landscape right here. It's under this land. This entire portion that you see here was still had torches in it. I just had never gotten around to it. Finally cleaned them up here. Got the shroom lights all put in. I know none of you guys truthfully care about that all too much, but it was a huge undertaking I started 3 or 4 years ago where I stopped using torches and swapped to shroom lights for lighting up spaces around my mountain and just in general anywhere else, truthfully. Shroom lights are my torches now. It's actually really nice because they can't be washed away. But a huge undertaking we did a long time ago. And I still haven't removed all of the torches, but for example, there was about 5,000 torches that were placed around the mountain. Rough estimate, obviously. I'm sure there's some torches I like placed and broke just because. But roughly 5,000 torches that I removed in this area, and then they got replaced by shroom lights. Times used, that just doesn't seem right. Why have I used that many shroom lights? Actually, that might be correct. Because what we also just like, there's a huge shroom light grid that spans the mountain. There was no torches under all this because the mountain didn't exist for a vast majority of this, of where it is now. My goodness, that's so many shroom lights. Dude, I just want a redstone, not a vein of 11 diamonds. Please tell me you have fortune. Just go make a witch farm real quick, Hannah. Those are simple. Don't take it from Norman's though. Norman's doesn't work. Don't follow that tutorial apparently. Sorry, Norman's. Don't have fortune, but you have villagers, and you got diamonds for enchanting. Is this something we could use the Happy Ghast for? Remember when you guys said this would be terrible to clean up? Never find redstone when you need it, but diamonds are everywhere. Seems about right for Minecraft, yep. It's the average Minecraft caving experience. Who would have thought they would release exactly what I needed to clean these shroom lights up? Remember when we started allowing all these floating shroom lights? I don't know who said it. It was like, that's going to be a pain to clean up. I'm like, but look it gives a cool outline of where the landscape once was, which it does. But guess what? There's no reason for me to leave this here. I'm tired of it. Oh my goodness, a big raid. I know your name. where did we meet recently? Was it Dr. J's? Funky as Saturn, hello there, welcome on in. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Dr. J's. It was, and now I can't think of her name. I know your name too. From Kimmy. Yes, from Kim. Thank you. Knew it'd start with a K. It would have eventually gotten to me. Oh, come on in there, everyone from Saturn's Raid. Hello there, everyone. Let's give a shout out to you, huh? How was your stream, though? I hope it was well. What were you all up to in it? We're just hanging out in my solo world here at the moment. I've been in my world for a while. This is a treat for anyone new. Welcome on in there as well, Lawful Meteor. I hope everyone's doing well. From Saturn's stream. I'm Thad, for anyone that doesn't know me too well. I have a survival world. I do a lot of terraforming. This mountain behind me was all free-handed by myself. I am still actively working on it. Yeah. Big mountain. 1.4 million blocks of stone have been placed while working on this. Looks fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And your stream was good. Actually got some progress done today. We are not getting progress done today. I think I have spent a good hour and a half just rambling. And I've only been streaming for 2 hours. An hour and a half of it has just been rambles. Looks fantastic. I can confirm mountains are hard to build. Yeah, we've been working on them for 5 years almost. It's nearing on 5 years in February of next year, of the new year. This is the front. Yeah, you get the point. It's huge. So like we're right over here in this horseshoe shape area, and this is the front that you see, and it spans quite a ways. This area still needs to be fully covered over. It'll reach build height limit, hopefully. It should easily. And yeah, you start to get the perspective. I guess we'll fly up. You're distracting me. I'm getting even less done now. I was finally doing something productive. You have a 430,000. I gotta visit your world. I gotta see your stream. I want to see that now. There's nothing on that. I mean, it does. 430,000 blocks is still huge. That's... Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to guess how many blocks that is. But yeah, we still gotta finish it. We're almost there, though, compared to how much we've done. With how much is left. Don't listen to Hannah. She's obviously a crazy person. But yeah, loads of terraforming, and I do loads of things. I do more than just placing down stone. I've also placed loads of grass. All of these hills were placed by me in Terraform that way. Still need to make things all pretty in that. Like the ideal goal would be what my custom plains biome was kind of turning out to be over here, where it's nicely detailed, and this is very heavy detailed. That's messy, but it's meant to be that way. It's messy in a good way, with purpose behind everything. So eventually things will look better than just the shaping of it all. And an actual building. I'm going to make this quick. If you need to raid or run, I fully understand. Oh man, after my own heart, I love doing that sort of terraforming. Oh my goodness. How have we not ran into each other sooner? I feel, yeah, I don't know. Obviously, we ran into each other. Because we both follow each other. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, no, I do a lot of terraforming. Back to the mountain though, main project here. There's gonna be a dwarven kingdom that will be under it. Got the entryway here that you probably saw right away. Nothing's ever done in this world. That's just how it goes. And then I got one of the rooms started here, which is the pillared hall. And the last big thing I'll show you. Let you run if you need to. Big pillared hall, highly inspired from Lord of the Rings, if you know the movies. Whoop. From the first one, the Fellowship, and then Moria. At least for this room. I'm not doing a replica by any means for Khazad-dûm or Moria. Be really cool, but it's kind of been done and somewhat by different people over the years, so I'm more of my own take on things. Is how I want to do stuff. Think now, this is just how I build. And I'm getting back to it now. It's an old server. Getting back to chat now. It's an old server that's offline now. I got some screenshots of that I can send over on Discord or something. Oh, I'd love to see it. You don't have to. I do have a Discord. I'm sure it looks amazing. Yours is. I bet yours probably actually has all like the shading and like texturing that I will eventually one day get to. Someone changed the other command so I cannot use it anymore. Hint hint Tana. Oh, the project. How incredible. Thank you. Who doesn't know Lord of the Rings? That's what I'm saying. If you don't know it, you should. Great movies. My brain is not full power, I guess. I cannot figure out which command you're referencing. The mountain one, the one which I cannot use as it is incorrect. What is it? Exclamation mark mountain or it's exclamation mark project? I think is what Daryl is talking about. Thank you so much for the raid as well there, Saturn. I know we ran into each other just at the same time in Kim's stream. And I've had the chance to lurk in yours, but I haven't had the chance to really hang out just yet. I've also heard we apparently stream at the same time, so I think it might never happen. But who knows? We can't. There's no way we stream at the same time every day. I have one morning stream on Sunday. Anywho, though. Loads of things in my world. Mountain, other projects. There's more than just this in my world as well, but that can be for another time. I could spend an hour going around my world. This is the big stuff. Streams Tuesdays and Saturdays. Alright, I'll have to keep an eye out for it on Saturday. Back to cleaning these shroom lights up. These shroom lights were where a hill once was. And then new ones to the grid. I've seen your name around here and there. I was glad that I saw you live, so I could raid on over and say hi. Oh, I really appreciate it. I really do. Ooh, getting close. Stream Tuesdays and Saturdays. Right. But yep, this is what I do. We ramble and we get nothing done apart from like an hour worth of work for every stream. It's great. Everybody loves it, right? Can we get that? We did. I do really appreciate the raid, though, once again. Saturn, if you do need a raid run. Also, do you go by Saturn? Or is it... I'm assuming... I don't know. Feel free to correct me. D-Shroom lighting is proper work, though. It is. Charlie, can you believe they added just what I needed to remove these shroom lights in an efficient way? Instead of needing to, like, fly up to each one or use scaffolding? You go by Funky? Okay, I can remember that. You gotta correct me early on, otherwise we're gonna have a situation like with Daryl or D. Clark or I don't know, Clark, Superman. I don't know. Goes by one of those names. Funky, okay, funky. It's honestly perfect. They made it just for you. They really did. I like can't believe this. It's a little slow still. This is the first time I've ever actually used this thing. Thought answer, yes, we love it. That's right. Good. Mix them up all the time. I just go with it. I know. Well, see, truthfully, if I'm ever like seeing you in another chat, Daryl, I don't know how to spell your name. Like, I don't know how to spell Daryl. So I'm just going to call you D. Clark in chat because that's really easy for me to type out and think. At the moment, that's part of my problem. If I ever see you in another chat, and I'm just still used to calling you D. Clark. I don't know what it is when I'm just talking to you on stream. It feels all official if I call you Daryl. I'm still, you know, I'm getting used to it. Daryl. Okay, 2 R's, 2 L's. We can remember that. That's simple spelling. There are many ways to spell it. My mom picked the longest one she could find. I mean, at least it's simple. Yeah, my name is also super complicated. What, Charlie? No, yours is intuitive for me for some odd reason. Can you believe people get Hannah's name wrong all the time? They always find a different way to spell Hannah. Because apparently the way Hannah has it spelt is just not the common one. That is sarcasm. What? What's sarcasm? I don't know what that is. Alright, I need to take a break. Ads are running. Or wanting to run. This is working very well. But anywho, this is a good time for anyone else to take a break as well. Please do stand up, grab a drink of water, maybe grab something to eat if you're feeling hungry. You guys know the deal. Just stand up, take a break. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty. I'm all back. I got the screenshots of the mountain. That funkiest build. Funky build. And chaos before I look at
15
this script.
months of delicious
15
cookies and watching
months!
a single mountain being created.
That's right, single mountain. That's what I like to hear. Ooh, you got the 1700th cookie. Sweet. It's cool. I didn't realize we were one away. 15 months though, Chaos. Thank you so much for that resub. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Alright. Back to looking at these screenshots that you guys will not be able to see because I don't have that sort of thing set up, but look at this mountain. That was 500,000 blocks. I'm looking at it, Funky. That's crazy that was 500,000 blocks. I get, yeah, looking at just like how your render distance just barely loads it in. That's amazing. I bet you learned so much doing that. Ah, yes, I just got back. Perfect timing. It's funny, you built it so large that you ran into similar things I've run into with mine where it like goes into different biomes. You have to like really think about the shape, otherwise it just doesn't look right. It's like relieving to see similar things in what you have done here that I have also like ran into and done. 6 months of block placing. Oh, without it, I'm not surprised. That's probably all you did for 6 months. And you just did it for a background, by the looks of it. Well done. Ooh, here's more advanced pictures of the village. Oh, that's really cool. This is a lovely build. How long ago did you say you did this? Ooh, that's a really cool tree you threw in there. I've always wanted to do something like that with the bedrock where a build kind of like spills out from it. Viking themed, if you couldn't tell. I could tell from the roof style itself. Adding finds relief in other people's suffering confirmed. No, it's the fact that we went down the same building path. Would you ever do it again, Funky? Would you ever build another mountain of that scale? Because I find myself, I'm working on mine here in my world, and I don't think I would ever do one of the same scale. Maybe another one for sure, probably. Like I just can't see myself not doing another one. Not to the same scale. This spans 1,000 by 1,000 blocks on these furthest points. And it'll probably get further than that once I like actually transition it into the normal ground, the normal landscape a little bit better, because at the moment it's a little bit of a harsh start. It's about a year ago now, when the server closed. Wow. Your mountain can't be lonely. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can't put a mountain next to it. Then all of these crazy people would be true. They'd be real. We could put one nearby. I love doing terraforming, so maybe that's fair. At least one mountain has to be lonely. The lonely mountain, right? Pretty much, yeah, just to place some blocks for all the 6 months there. I I wish I had as much time as I had in the past for Minecraft. I used to stick so many hours in this game within such a short amount of time. And now, honestly, most of my time on Minecraft is just me streaming it, and I stream like maybe 9 hours a week. Oh, the joys of having to do other things in life than place blocks. If you do pop in my stream at some point, I'll show you some of my current projects. I bet you have some really amazing current projects. If you say that was a year ago, I bet you've advanced as a builder. I think of myself just a year ago and how much I've like learned and done different things over a year span. It's honestly I recently did it. I went through my screenshots folder and just other saved photos of Minecraft on my computer here last weekend, and it was I stumbled upon this amazing photo where I was uh, just drawing lines basically on a map. I just was editing the photo, drawing lines on it, and it was from 4 years ago, roughly. Oh my goodness. Who's gifting Funky a sub? Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much there, Anonymous. I really appreciate it. It's amazing. Y'all are too kind. But I stumbled upon this photo from 4 years ago where I was just drawing lines and laying out things. And you want to know the crazy thing? It's starting to look like that in the world. That photo from 4 years ago where I was planning out things. It's like I have a line that's this river that we have here now, and it like spans out. I have a line. There's text that says hilly plains. That's here. Although we changed our plans slightly from that from 4 years ago. There was going to be a desert that was going to be here because it was a drained ocean. This is an entire ocean biome here, and we drained it. So I was like, we should just make it into a desert. I changed that plan, didn't like how it was looking into just all hilly plains here. Absolutely love it. But it's just really funny. It's like river and then had text that said hilly plains that was going to go here. And there's just like different things. I had like rough lines sketched out for where the mountain was going to be. I should go find it, and we should take we do an anniversary stream since I've been working on this build for 5 years. We do an anniversary stream for it, and I should take the time to look back at some of those old screenshots on stream with you guys. Be a lot of fun. But it's just really funny that after after 4 years, I guess 5 now, some of the plans are finally starting to take shape. How did these blocks get everywhere? Where the shroom lights? This was where hills once were. I flattened all of the ground to Y level 68 under the mountain here, and all of the floating shroom lights was where the ground once was when I first made the shroom light grid. The spawn proof things. So I'm removing them now. That's a lot of yeah. It was the last dig it was the last dig project I finished up here. The most recent one we did around the mountain, I guess. Flattened everything. So like that's why there's huge portions of stone that you see here. It started when we first did this the box for the pillared hall. You can see where like the grass line used to be for that. Yeah. Finally flattened the rest of it. Server that started over a year ago. I've been building Ghibli inspired builds and terrain. That base I've been doing with my girlfriend. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it looks like. I don't know the Ghibli art stuff too well. Art, landscape, I guess I should add in there. I'm assuming it's very colorful. Ooh, not what I was thinking. Oh, this is very pretty. Are you building a mountain? The first photo I'm looking at has a mountain in the background. Oh, I love this. All right, guys. Saturday. You know who's streaming? Funky at some time. If you missed it earlier, we gotta go look at this build. This is where Funky's actually not streaming Saturday for some unknown reason that we don't know at the moment. You'll be streaming tomorrow? Well, you didn't say that. I'm messing with you. Tomorrow, guys. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? We're popping on into this in Funky stream. Go give them a follow. They apparently do other terraforming things. I want to find a big project to work on in Minecraft. Oh, goodness. Honestly, it's a big mental game to be able to work on a big project, Chaos. You have to have passion beyond measure to do a big project. Because if you don't, you're going to burn yourself out. You have to have passion for it to continue coming back to it over and over and over. You have to also allow yourself to take breaks. But the breaks that I take is simply doing a mining project instead of building. And the mining project, for example, is flattening all of the land around it because I know one day I'm going to have to flatten it and mine it up. So I may as well do it then when I'm bored of building. It is, I mean, and I really doubt anyone's going to start maybe, but I really doubt anyone's going to start a project of this scale. But even like my pillared hall, which is a 300 by 300 box, it's huge. It's basically a mega build on its own, kinda. And we chip away at this slowly. I haven't built a pillar here in a couple weeks now, but we've been chipping away at it over a few years. Mainly because I don't know. The pillars get very boring to build and it takes 45 minutes to build one. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday to Saturday. Oh, Tuesday to Saturday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. My goodness, that's a lot of stream days. That's easy to remember. Just not Monday and Sunday. Right. Saturday stream is minigame stream day, so normally it's UHC or something. Okay. My apologies, I didn't understand. Didn't read your message well enough. That happens. Now that's even easier. Make it into your stream. Well, I have no passion. You gotta find something you have passion for. Breaks are very important. Like I've been, for the last 2 weeks, I've just been straight non-stop pretty much doing jungle terraforming in the early days of Minecraft. Now I'm building farms, taking a break that way. Exactly. That's the best way to just take a break, is that you work on something else, just something else entirely different that probably is also very productive. And that's how you slowly build up a world, truthfully. I have so many different things that are going on in my world. It's probably why so many things take so long. But so many different projects and so many things I like plan for ahead of time as well. Like we finally did ice boat pathways in my nether, like just recently in the last month. And that was something I had gathered ice for a couple of years ago that I just finally decided, yeah, I'm going to do that here real quick. Spent 2 weeks periodically chipping away at it. Oh, yes. Highly suggest that as well. Man, How haven't we ran into each other? We sound like very similar Minecraft players. Farms? My farms? They're over here. At least any big ones. My big moss farms over here. I got a spider farm there. My shulker shell farm. Got a. I have a guardian farm here. I have no reason to have a guardian farm, but it's there. I have a gold farm that I use for XP. That's in the Nether. And then any small farms that I have here are like underground. And they're small and temporary. They're small because they're usually loaded. And I know they're temporary. One day I'd love to have huge farms for everything, but that takes a lot of time. I used to have a big Shroomlight farm. It broke many updates ago now. Yeah. Plus, if you move your farms away from your build area, you don't have to worry about lag as much. It's a win-win. My villagers, for example, they're in the end. That's where all of my villagers are. I don't use them often, but they're there. There's a creeper. Just looking in your Discord, you know, I know Dr. J. Me and Dr. J have just become good friends over the last year, basically. He's joined us on AlphaCraft. Has he? Where does he make content on that? Is this something you should be saying? I haven't. Is public already? Oh, I'm just out of the loop most of the time. Does he doesn't stream it. Stream Nebula, his Rosethorn world. Rosethorn. He's a busy guy, to be fair. Haven't had the chance to actually meet him yet. Oh, he's amazing. I'm assuming you already follow him. Dr. J, great, amazing streamer. He's got a lot of fun things going on there. He streams 3 days a week as well. Mostly on the weekend with Saturday and Sunday streams, I believe. Or maybe it's just I don't know his stream schedule. His stream schedule shifts a little bit from week to week. Yeah, he streams Saturday and Sunday mostly. But he also streams a weekday usually as well. No, me and Dr. J did a charity event almost a year ago now. We did it, at the beginning of this year in January. And we were on the same team for it. There's like 30 streamers that were a part of it, all broken up into teams of 3. It was a lot of fun. He's also apparently, we're also on the same Twitch team, but we hadn't really had any interactions up until the charity event. We both knew of each other. Ouch. Yeah, it was a blast. Maybe you'll be able to see his Sunday stream. I don't know if you're busy that day. It's the one day you don't, one of the days you don't stream. That's why I suggested it. He's extraordinary too? That's cool. Yeah! Still a handful of us extraordinary people around. I know a lot of the original extraordinary people have taken a little step back from streaming overall. You know most of them through yep, that makes sense through Kimmy. You've known her for 7 years? That's that's a long time. I met Kim from Jessie Mama. I've known Jessie for a good like 5 years. Jessie's a good friend of mine. Another person that took a step back from streaming. It's okay, it's understandable. Life goes on. These things are so slow. It's okay. Don't say that about Jessie Chaos. Oh my goodness. Can you move any faster? I'm so happy your pumpkin farm is operational, Hannah. I will never actually use this for transportation. This is terrible. I will get a horse and make a pathway. Instead of this hot air balloon. But honestly, it is a little helpful here at the moment. Yeah, they're terrible. This is my first time really using it. The happy gas at the moment. I spawned it in my world and just put it under the mountain here, and I'm sure I'll get use out of it because I plan on building under the mountain, right? More than just the pillared hall. There'll be many rooms hopefully down the road, and there'll probably be areas where I have to like terraform the inside and make it look cave-like, and I'm sure this happy gas will actually be really handy for building upside down like. I don't know. People were like really hyping it up and saying it was amazing. I don't know, it's kind of slow. Maybe this is how it sounds like when I tell people scaffolding is amazing and they should use it, but nobody does because they're like it's terrible. A sustainable emerald source. Yeah, you got your iron farm running too, Hannah. Could get emeralds that way too. I don't really know what that means. Is that good or bad? Those can stay floating. Garbage, okay. Your iron farm? Scaffolding? You know, people that say scaffolding is bad, they just don't know how to use it. It's user error. Error. Love using scaffolding. Thank you. Thank you, Daryl. This is why I like you so much. Here you go. Have a cookie. Ow. It's a painful cookie. Still need to drain all this water under here. I've drained so much water. I thought it was wit and wonderful personality. I mean, that adds to it, obviously. Doesn't hurt that you agree with me often. Blindfold loyalty, that's all. No, don't do that. It's terrible. Makes it sound like we're a cult or something. We're not that. Thult, maybe. Gonna see floating orange blocks in my dreams tonight. They totally increased your inventory radius with these two. That's actually really interesting. What was that noise? Sounded like Mario. Oh, by the way, for anyone that missed it right before stream, I pinged Thought Game Night chat, roll, whatever. Thought Game Night will be this Friday. I gotta decide a game for that. If anyone has a game they want to play, I'd love to hear it. Also, if you'll be making it, make sure you mark yourself interested. I don't really know what to play. Honestly, I was thinking Wormtown would be fun. Maybe. I always get a holiday feel with Wormtown because the first time I ever played Wormtown was literally Christmas Day. Christmas evening, I guess. That was the first time I ever played it. I got back from like family things and I got invited to play with a group of people. They're like, hey, come download this game and play with us. I'm like, what is it? They're like, it's a fun game. I'm like, okay. And that was my introduction to Wormtown. Lemon lime Gatorade isn't garbanzo beans, it's chickpeas. What are you guys even saying? Plus, it's been a while since we played Wormtown. I honestly don't remember the controls anymore. I'm sure I'll pick them up again, but took a long break from it because too many of us got too good at it. Yes, play Wormtown is fun to watch. And you guys say I like to watch the suffering of others. Monica's over here secretly loving any time we play Wormtown. Monica's vote is Wormtown. She may not be playing the game, but she'll be watching. I love it. That's what brought you out of your lurk. That means you really enjoy watching us play that. Anytime Monica chats, it's a blessing on the stream. Cough, cough. I feel sick starting Friday, I think. Oh, come now, Terrell. It's not that bad. Lana will be there. Clean up the rest of these later. And some of these I can just reach. Definitely gonna be sick now. That just makes it sound like you don't like Lana. Nope. Dun, dun. Lana loves killing me games. It's all fun. I kind of, whenever we play Wormtown, I always feel bad if I get the same person back to back. If I'm playing the Worm. It's like, oh no. I'm not making them have a fun night. Especially if it happens like a third time. It's like, oh. Luckily, there's a mechanic where it's kind of in the game where it makes it easier to escape if you were recently snatched. And then also, if you grab the same person back to back, you don't get some sort of like basically a point that you get to spend as the worm. Yeah, a lot of these are still just floating ones. Is it still close enough to the ground? And I don't really care to place down all of those because, I don't know, doesn't matter. I'll get to those later. We got a lot of them cleared out. Look at all those stream lights. That's actually quite a few. Oh. A clean grid. Basically. Oh, is there a different game you'd like to play, Daryl? I always get a holiday feel with Wormtown. I don't know what it is. I'll ask Hannah and see what she wants to play too. I like ask a handful of people that'll be there, and you want to know what I usually get as a response from most of them? They're like, I'm down for anything. I'm like, oh, okay. If you say so. That's where I'm like, we're playing Don't Starve together, and everybody sighs. It's like, what? You guys said you were down for anything. Anything but that, Thad. Alrighty. It's that time. Time to go stand by the trapdoor that Charlie hates. I'm gonna change the trapdoor one of these days and see if Charlie notices. Be like, I heard you didn't like it, so I changed it. Anything but Don't Starve Together. We're not playing Don't Starve Together, don't worry. Let's go find someone fun to raid, huh? More chaos crafting. Melly's Lab, Christmas District. We haven't raided Melly in a while. Who else is live? JMO. Mr. Gold's live. Let's go say hi to Melly. Melly's doing some Christmas fun stuff by the looks of it, and we haven't been on over there just yet. And it doesn't look like Zelda is in their usual world, so I won't even get my upgrade block that I want. Joking. I just want to raid Melly. I think we raided Zelda much more recently. Anywho, though, I do appreciate everyone that's been hanging out with me today. Any of the resubs, gifted subs, bits, follows. Actually, I don't think I got any follows, but I'd appreciate them if I did. if I would have gotten any. The raid from Funky, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm sure they've gone and lurked at this point. But anywho, we're gonna be raiding on out here to Melly. Melly's an absolute amazing streamer. Definitely worth the follow. You're missing out if you're not following Melly. Melly does so many amazing things. They do a lot of different charity things throughout the year. It's they're an amazing person if you're not following them already. Otherwise, we'll be streaming Friday. Obviously, shouldn't get canceled since we'll be doing Thulk Game Night as well then. You guys know the deal, usually an hour of Minecraft, and then we transition on into playing with you guys. Whoever joins for that. Other than that, I think that's all I have for you. Thank you everyone that's been hanging out. Let's, Tara, slacking. I'm gonna beat you this time. We do have raid messages. For those that are subbed, grab that first raid message. If you're not subbed, that's alright too. Grab that second one. I just really appreciate it. Anytime someone grabs that raid message means the world to me. It honestly does, or at least something. Say something raid-like. Even if it's just a spam of some emotes. It means the world to me seeing you guys join in on the raid. Plus, Melly's an amazing streamer, so definitely worth the join in the raid there, either way. Otherwise, I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here.